Hi, my name is Robin Wong, and in this video I want to talk about why I think Micro Four Thirds system is the future, not full frame. Let's do this! If you have been around the YouTube photography universe for a while now, I'm sure you've encountered some very negative YouTubers, those popular celebrity YouTubers, claiming that Micro Four Thirds system is dead. They have predicted the gloom and doom of Micro Four Thirds for many years now. And yet, Micro Four Thirds, according to the latest report, is the #1 selling camera system in the market for Japan in 2020. Micro Four Thirds is here, it is not going anywhere, and I personally think that it is the future of photography, not full frame, is what everyone is claiming. If you take a look at the camera market conditions in the past 5 years or 8 years, you will see that regardless of any cameras, DSLR, mirrorless, Micro Four Thirds, full frame or APS-C, the sales of the cameras generally are declining significantly year after year. The chunk of pie that everyone is fighting to consume is shrinking rapidly. Sooner or later in the future, there's not enough for any brand to survive. Why is this happening? Why are the sales of the cameras declining so much? Well, the answer is simple. Smartphones. Everyone has one now, and there's a camera on the smartphone. Why do we need to carry a separate device when you already have a camera in hand with you at all times? I'm sure you already know all this that I've shared, so I'm not going to go too deep into that. But just look at what the camera manufacturers are doing, knowing that in the future, the sales are just continue to drop. The trend is not stopping. What are they doing now? Oh, let's put more megapixels, 50 megapixels, 100 megapixels, 200, 500. Let's push the dynamic range, 15 stops, 18 stops, 50 stops, 100 stops. Let's go crazy on the ISO numbers. ISO 500 million, 1 trillion. Let's burst 500 frames per second, 800 frames per second. My point is, no matter how great the camera is, it is not sufficient to survive in a long-term business plan. The cameras are already good enough. Pick up any cameras today, entry-level camera, full-frame camera, or professional grade camera. All the cameras can get their job done. They can deliver fantastic results. Come on, even a smartphone camera today can make really amazing photographs. We have reached a point of sufficiency that image quality is no longer a big concern. Moving forward, when we keep improving the camera more and more and more, we just give more megapixels, better low light performance. Pushing the envelopes is not gonna bring more sales to the camera industry anymore. So what can we do for the next step for all the camera manufacturers to survive? From the way I see it, there is only one solution moving forward. If you can't beat them, join them. In order for the camera manufacturers to survive, they have to somehow evolve their products to coexist with smartphones. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that, in the future there are no cameras anymore. In fact, for specialized needs, for professional jobs, I'm a professional photographer, for serious productions, film, these will still need actual professional cameras. That's not going to change. I prefer to use a camera over anything that combines with a smartphone. However, we also have established just now that this is not sufficient for the camera manufacturers to survive. For them to survive, they have to target a larger chunk of a pie. Where is that pie? Smartphones. Everyone has a smartphone. Smartphone users, that's the pie. That's where the business is. Integrate your camera system into the smartphone or use it alongside the smartphone. That's how you're going to bring back the business to the industry. And you know what? It is much easier to do so with Micro Four Thirds system in comparison to full frame. Here are the reasons why. Reason number 1, Going modular. It is a lot easier to create a smaller camera using micro four thirds image sensor in comparison to full frame where everything will have to be much bigger. The camera manufacturers will have to create as small as possible of a camera so that it can be easily attached to a smartphone and they can work together side by side. Strip away the LCD screen, EVF, SD card slot, and perhaps delegate some processing tasks to the smartphone. Why not? The smartphone processor is already very powerful today. It will only get more and more powerful in the future. This is a very attractive solution, allowing a camera to be mounted directly onto a smartphone, using the smartphone to control the camera, take photographs immediately as the photographs are saved directly into the smartphone, where the smartphone now and in the future will have sufficient power to edit the photographs immediately, and it is fully connected to the internet. You can post your photographs directly to social media, Instagram, Facebook, or even send it to your editor if you are a journalist. This is a truly feasible option. I can see a lot of practical applications where it will truly make a difference in real life. Now, only Micro Four Thirds can do that, and there's already two evidence out there. One, Olympus has already done this many years ago in the Olympus Air. Unfortunately, it is not available in certain markets in the world. I can't find it in Malaysia. I would love to try it and perhaps review it even now in 2021. Olympus Air takes this same concept that I have just mentioned and make it into a reality. Well, it didn't work very well for several reasons. The Wi-Fi connection wasn't stable. There's a lot of disconnection. This can be easily improved in the future. The Wi-Fi is getting better, faster, and more reliable these days. And of course, the user interface wasn't very good. Something that can be worked on if the camera manufacturers are truly serious about pushing this, putting money in the R&D and making it a future product. Second example is Alice camera. Now I have to be very careful mentioning this because it is still at a startup phase. It is in Indiegogo, in crowdfunding. Now be very careful if you want to support them. There's no guarantee that you'll get a product with the money that you've put in, but the concept is similar. Modular camera attached to a smartphone, taking advantage of the smartphone's LCD screen to compose, and you can transfer the images by Wi-Fi directly to the smartphone with computational AI, and you can use micro four thirds lenses. Micro four thirds image sensor that's already in the camera itself will guarantee very good results. Now, Alice camera uses this concept. It proves that micro four thirds is the best system, the best choice for the future of photography if we are going modular and work together side by side with smartphones. Reason number 2, lenses. Of course, we want the flexibility to change lenses in whatever modular system that's coming in the future, which will work side by side with smartphones. And you know what? Micro Four Thirds, they make truly small, truly light, truly compact lenses, yet delivering sharp, excellent image quality. Comparing Micro Four Thirds lenses to full frame lenses, which one is easier to attach to your smartphone? Of course, Micro Four Thirds wins. You can argue all you want how it is not equivalent, how a full frame has better bokeh sharpness, blah blah. But are you sure you're gonna attach that 7200 f2.8L lens on your smartphone? Small lenses win here, no contest. Micro Four Thirds is the future when it comes to modular design, something that you want to attach to your smartphone, and to truly create a balanced system, you need small lenses. Reason number 3, image stabilization. It is no secret some of the best image stabilization available out there for consumer market comes from Olympus. Olympus is the leader and the expert when it comes to the 5-axis image stabilization. Why is Micro Four Thirds image stabilization so much more effective in comparison to any other formats out there, including full frame? No secret, because the sensor is smaller, the gyro that is surrounding it allows more room to move and compensate for the movement. it is easier to stabilize a Micro Four Thirds image sensor. And I do want this versatility, this powerful image stabilization to continue to be available in whatever future Micro Four Thirds products, whether they are going modular or how they're going to integrate with the smartphones. Reason number 4, Micro Four Thirds is good enough. Trust me, I'm a professional photographer. I've been shooting with Micro Four Thirds system for many years. I've delivered many fantastic results to my clients. None have come back to me to complain. In fact, they're all very happy with my images. Even recently, I've made a video shooting in a very challenging dim lighting condition, pushing my ISO on my EM1 Mark II all the way up to 12,800. I'll put the link to the video up here. The images came out really well, and the clients were really happy. So what I'm trying to say is that yes, full frame will provide certain advantages over Micro Four Thirds. I'm not denying that. If you need those advantages, if you are a professional photographer shooting in such harsh conditions, go for it. But generally, for 99% of the people in the world, Micro Four Thirds is more than sufficient. I don't see why it isn't. Reason number 5, cost. Minimizing the cost is a very important factor. How are you going to compare the cost of making a Micro Four Thirds camera in a modular system, which will be used alongside the smartphone, to full frame? Right? The cost of a Micro Four Thirds will definitely be lower no matter how you look at it. From business point of view, this is the better way to go. That's all I have to share about my thoughts on why Micro Four Thirds is the future, not full frame. In summary, camera sales are declining. To survive, the camera manufacturers will have to coexist with smartphones. In order to do that, they will have to go modular. Between Micro Four Thirds and full frame system, Micro Four Thirds is the better choice to go modular. Do you agree with my assessment? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, or if you have any other predictions of the future when it comes to the camera market. If you've enjoyed watching this video and found my sharing useful, please consider buying me a cup of coffee, or you can contribute directly to my PayPal account. I'll put the links in the description below on how you can do that. Any small contribution can go a long way and help me to continue making content right here. Please consider subscribing, please give this video a like, and I'll definitely see you again in the next one. Until then, stay safe, take care, go out to take more photographs if you can. Bye-bye.